Hey Cancer friends, I am Cara and I have a reading for you for September and I hope you're doing wonderful. This channel is just getting off the ground, so if anything here really resonates with you, please subscribe. It's free and it would help me out a lot. Or if you have a friend who's a Cancer or any other sign, please be welcome and invited to share their respective messages with them. So I channel and I pull cards, and as I was tuning into your energy, it felt like stressed and like a little scattered, just very much overthinking. And an image of someone like scribbling, doodling on a piece of paper came to mind, but kind of you'll like sometimes see mediums do this where they're just like using their pen and just moving their pen, but it like helps the part of the body connect to the brain, that kind of like it's almost like a short circuit to just getting clarity on something. So to me, it definitely feels like you're overthinking, but there's some sort of exercise you can do, and it'll be different for everyone, of how to like jump off that track, like get to where you need to go, where you're not in that like spiral of overthinking. And I sometimes like to pull oracle cards to get a vibe for the overall energy. And what came out from the Work Your Light deck was you're already doing it. So here for some of you, this makes me think that a few things. So if you are overthinking it, you know, getting out and taking a walk outside, of course. If you have a vacation coming up, or there's some place in your city that makes you feel like home, it makes you feel comfortable, it brings back a lot of fond memories, like perhaps you went there with grandparents or family and it was just a magical day. So like going to that place. And if you can't do that, looking at some photographs. I think, you know, we, in this day and age where we have so many photos and they're all at our fingertips in a computer, we've lost kind of that nostalgic magic that comes from photo albums and looking at older pictures. So if you have a photo album, I would encourage you to look for it and like just kind of naturally be drawn to one in particular and look at those pictures. And I have a feeling it would be that trick, that thing that helps you get out of like your spiral, or if you feel like you've been in kind of a victim mentality or a stuck mentality, that's what's going to help you bounce out of it. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say for the overall energy for the month. And I'll do overall energy, career, finances, and then wrap it up with some love. Right away, like I'm feeling a tingle in my ear and kind of that sucking feeling, like you can hear properly and then suddenly it's muted in some way. And to me, that feels like there's something you're not hearing or you're not seeing fully, that it's muted. And this came up from another person I saw recently. But it's as if you're in this moment where you're going from the life you've known forever, but you are not necessarily happy with, and you've probably been putting a lot of work in to heal and figure out what it is you need to do or what you're meant to do. But it's almost like with this ear thing, it feels like the universe is trying to tell me that it's not something external, that what I need to hear, what I need to feel, what I need to receive, it's within. So take that if it resonates. Hopefully that helps with something. I know it's easier said than done to be, ready to tune into yourself, but I think it maybe starts with just self-worth and tuning in and believing in your heart and your soul rather than what your ego is telling you. Like if your ego is telling you you're not where you should be at this point in your life, that's comparison, and it doesn't need to be around you. You can let that comparison thread go. Okay, so overall energy. You've got Judgment, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. So for this, it definitely feels like, again, you're kind of releasing what's been distracting you. And that's like the overthinking, the kind of wallowing, and you're just it's like really just making a choice. Like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try not to think about this for a day. And, I'm really feeling a pull to listen to a certain song. Like my go-tos are usually Florence and the Machine, like the Shake It Off song. Or, oh God, what's it like? Shake It song. Hey Ya by Outkast. I love it. I mean, obviously you're sensing a theme here, but she's, letting go and releasing. And you can also see it as like shaking off a version of you that isn't serving you at the moment. And it's okay to let that go. It's okay. I think oftentimes we are familiar with the masks we put on to fit in, or if we're ashamed about something, we have a mask. But I think there's also the masks we hold on to without really fully realizing it. That if you're around certain people for a longer period of time, what's coming to mind is like accents. So I lived in London for a little while, a long time ago, and I was also married to someone for a long time who has an accent. But what's interesting is how that accent comes and goes. So someone who you first met as, in their American presence, like they moved to the UK and London, and now you hear them speak and they have the English accent. And it's beautiful, but it's, I think, a very interesting example of how we change and we evolve. And I've always thought like this Five of Wands is like leveling up, and it's evolving, and it's using, like the accent thing happens because you're talking to other people and you're surrounding yourself with someone who has an accent. Like you're talking to people the most who speak that way. And it changes you, it molds you, it shapes you into a different version of yourself. You're still you, your thoughts are still you. When you sing, you probably still sing in the same accent that you always have. But there's like this shift, and it's very small and imperceptible at most times. But then you'll see someone and talk to them who you haven't seen in several months, and you notice how they're talking differently, and they may look different as well. But I just feel like for some reason the accent piece is kind of a good way to illustrate this, that it's not necessarily like a mask that you're wearing or a persona that you're holding on to. It's like a way you're moving through your life. And you have an opportunity this month to try something new and like plant the seeds, and they're going to grow. So that's the Seven of Pentacles. So like trying the new things that you haven't done before, but you've really got to get out of your own head. And that might be just getting everything out on paper. Like there's several projects in the hopper here. There's several opportunities and different things going on. And you're nurturing those and you're just deciding like, this is going to be my focus now. And I like that it feels internal to me. Like it's a very intimate connection here between this man and what he's building and growing. And it's like he's sending his energy into these things. Okay, cool. So what have we got for career and finances? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Swords, and to me this is that like intensity of just knowing you are not in the place where you want to be, but it's kind of like you've stripped away all the pieces that weren't serving you. Like even her bed is gone. Like you just see the outline of it, the ghost of it almost. And it's a grieving process, but you're also just tired of grieving. You're like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. But you're kind of waiting for that glimmer to come through. And I do think it is coming through, and I can see that it is coming through, but you really need to just, I don't want to say like snap out of it, but there does seem to be a call to shift your focus. So instead of focusing on how upset and sad you are, you need to, I think be vulnerable with someone, because the Strength card is coming out, and I'm just very drawn to the Lamb in this image at the moment, and that you have this ability to transform and be so strong. But right now you are feeling vulnerable and perhaps a bit like very frustrated, maybe a little scared, but mostly just like frustrated that things haven't shifted for you yet. But I recently posted something on my Instagram where like it said the frustration that you're feeling right now is the exact thing that's going to give you the energy to change and to make changes. So I think confiding in someone, like community, is what is going to help you really shift out of this quickly and more powerfully than if you try to make these changes on your own. So definitely the power is coming from within you, but the boosters are going to be your loved ones, friends, the people that surround you. And to me, it does seem career related, but it seems like a shift into something that is unknown in terms like what you're being called to do, but it's almost like you need special training, or you feel like you need to have courses or go to college to learn how to do something, go back to college, but you probably can do it in a more efficient way, meaning you have already built up a lot of knowledge, and that is exactly why this dream has come to you in your doorstep. And I really do think like talking about that idea with someone or some people that you trust, not everyone, but some people that you trust, is going to help you really define what it is you're meant to be doing. And that too, we got the Three of Pentacles here. So it's going to be like that teamwork, that community that really allows you to develop something beautiful. And I also like that there's, very defined threads here. So, you're contributing something, a friend is contributing something, a loved one is contributing something. Like it's all weaving together to really amplify and make your life beautiful. So just remember that you are not alone, and there are so many people who love you and want to help you. All right. So for those of you interested, we will do a little bit of love and romance for September. Okay. Yeah, so there seems to be a theme here, Cancer. I want to say sorry, but I do think this is going to be amazing for you in the end. So we've got the Four of Cups, and it's again kind of repeating this energy of I am not interested in this anymore. This life, no thank you. I need different options. So, there is this epic, lovely, beautiful opportunity for you. And it's like you can feel the energy of it, but you just can't see it. You're just not looking in the right direction, not looking in the right place. But I do see someone offering this to you, so it is coming, but you definitely need to clear the noise. Oh my gosh, I think that's why it said, I felt the ear thing. It's like you've got to block the noise. It's almost like put on the noise canceling earphones so you can really tune in to you and your energy, and that is what's going to magnetize this new person coming to you, or this new relationship. Okay. Yeah, and we're kind of repeating, we're at work again here. We're working on our dreams, our dharma, our focus. Start creating, and I think that's also going to amplify your energy and magnetism as well. This may mean that you're going to meet a special person over the course of pursuing that interest. I have some acquaintances who have connected over a shared interest, and they are just so adorable. Oh my God. And I love being around their energies because everything seems so amplified for them. They were always kind and generous, but that's on level 10 now. And I'm bringing that up because you really don't know how you could meet someone, but I think there's a real beauty and magic and lightness when you meet someone when you're following an interest, because you have delightful energy, you're excited, you love what you're loving, and then a potential love interest comes in. I mean, what could be better? So keep your energy field alive and activated, and that special person is likely to come through. Because I do see this celebration. We've got the Four of Wands. So this is an important match for you, an important partnership, an important connection and relationship. It is going to have a lot of fun and energy, and it could mean commitment for some people. Because as we know, this is the marriage card. So that's exciting and a lovely way to wrap this reading up. So thank you so much for listening and sticking with me. Please subscribe, and if it resonates and you feel moved to, please share and like and comment. Let me know if it resonated. I hope you have a wonderful September, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.